Hi, Betsy here with Elevate Wealth Advisory. And in the month of September, we're so excited to support Nuci Space. And I'm here today with Corey Jones, who is the QPR coordinator and facilitator at Nuci Space. Hi, Corey.
Hey, Betsy.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I think a lot of people in Athens have heard about Nucci Space, especially with the Camp Amped and some of the concerts you all do. Can you tell us a little bit about the mission of Nucci Space?
Yeah, so our primary mission here at Nuci Space is that of suicide prevention. We were founded in the year 2000 by a lady named Linda Phillips. She lost her son, Nuci, our namesake, to suicide. Um, he was a musician here in Athens, and he was actually on a wait list to get help. He was on a wait list for counseling when he took his own life. So we kind of exist in that in between where somebody uh, they make that decision. Okay, I'm ready to get help, and then sometimes there is that wait list. Sometimes it's not an immediate thing. So that period in between, they decide to get help and they actually get the help. They can rely on us um, to come in. We can talk to them, kind of just be a support system for them. We do kind of focus on uninsured musicians, but with that, we will help anybody that comes through our door. Just the way that we do that might look a little bit different.
Wow, what an amazing concept because I have heard from so many people that it's really difficult when you're in that crisis to get help immediately without going to the emergency room. And so, what an amazing thing you all are doing for the community.
Yeah, it is. It is very difficult to make that call, and I think a lot of the work that we do with suicide prevention, we kind of approach that in several different ways because suicide prevention starts early, and kind of our a society, our approach to suicide prevention is reactive. So we try to be as proactive as we can. So we do that with things like Camp Amped. Um, we do that with through things like we host medical clinics here with the UGA med students. Um, because a lot of if somebody is thinking about taking their own life, there are a lot of factors that lead up to that. So the more that you can take care of before somebody gets to that point of crisis, that's kind of where we approach suicide prevention. With that, we also do suicide prevention training, which I'm, like you said, I'm a facilitator of that along with Cara Johnson. So we have two licensed QPR facilitators here at Nuci Space. That is a service that we offer to the community for free. You can sign up for those trainings on our website, and we offer them also to organizations and businesses. We can host them here at Nuci Space, or we can come to you. Either way, and they're free. So we just want to get that information out to as many people as possible because the more people with those skills, the safer a community is with regards to somebody dying by suicide.
Wow. Well, thank you for all you're doing. What can $1,000 donation do to help?
It can do a lot. So going back to the Camp Amp thing, shout out to Rob, by the way, for recommending Nucci Space to us. I think he might be a little bit familiar with Camp Amp himself. Um, so $1,000 could cover four kids for our Camp Amped after school sessions. Um, it could cover two kids for our Camp Amp like summer full day sessions through scholarships. And it will also cover, as far as Camp Amp is concerned, healthy snacks for the entire year, not only for Camp Amp, but all of our youth programs activities. Um, I was specifically told to say healthy snacks. So we do offer healthy snacks here for the kids. Outside of that, $1,000 would offset the cost of us hosting two QPR suicide prevention trainings here because we just by the nature of the topic that we're discussing, um, we don't shut the place down, but we do kind of block off our rehearsal rooms, which is another service that we offer here, just so there's no distractions, and that might cost us. There's some potential for lost revenue there. So that would cover the cost of it, at least two QPR suicide prevention trainings that we host here. at Nuci Space. Additionally, something that we do here at Nuci Space is we cover the cost of counseling or psychiatry for those who qualify. So we cover part of the cost for counseling. We partner with family counseling services here in Athens for talk therapy. $1,000 would cover 25 sessions of subsidized counseling with family counseling here. For somebody that needed psychiatry, we partner with Dr. Orr here in Athens. For that, for somebody who qualified for that, that would cover 30 sessions of subsidized psychiatric help. So $1,000 would do a lot of good for us in many different aspects of however we could use that money. There's a lot of a lot of things we could do with $1,000 for sure.
That's excellent. Well, if others want to support you all, what can they do to help?
Great question. There are a lot of opportunities for somebody to get involved and to help out. First off, you can just follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, to see what we've got coming up. Instagram is just at Nuci Space. um, Maybe the most obvious way would be donations. You can donate at our website. Recently, we implemented the 721 campaign. So Nucci's birthday was July 21st. He would have been 50 years old this year. So we set up a campaign, donate $7.21. That's you can't even get McDonald's for $7.21 these days. You can set that up as a one-time donation or a monthly recurring donation. It doesn't have to be $7.21. It can be any amount, but you can do that at our website for sure. Another way that you could support Nuci Space, which is near and dear to my heart, and that's to volunteer. That's how I got my start here. So we take volunteers to kind of just help the everyday operations at Nuci Space, but we also take in-kind donations if you have any special skills. I know we're all always looking for people to help with like grant writing and things like that. Any kind of volunteer, any kind of skills that you might have, if that's changing light bulbs or whatever, will probably take you. Um, Another way to support, again, there's a lot. Just use our services. So a lot of people might not realize that we have things like a recording studio here that is probably one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest in Athens. We rent out gear, we rent out instruments, we also rent out PA systems if you have an event and you need a microphone and some speakers. Doesn't even have to be like a music thing. Um, we also rent our gear in-house. So for musicians who come in and rent our rehearsal spaces, if you wanted to play that Gibson guitar with through a Marshall amp, we've got that. We can make that happen for cheap. So we do that. We have merch. We have T-shirts, hoodies. We have Linda Phillips's book called A Beautiful Here, where she talks about the founding of Nuci Space and Nuci's struggle with depression. We also have steeple bricks, which belong to the historic steeple. If you're familiar at all with Athens music history, tied to REM, kind of played their first show. I think they might have kind of hung out there a little bit back in their heyday. Um, Something really cool that we've got going on right now until September 28th. Again, September is Suicide Prevention Month, and we've got this going on pretty much all month, is the Athens Music Legends auction going on. That can be found at our website, links for that as well. But we've got a lot of cool like B-52's show used gear that they've donated to us. All the proceeds go to Nuci Space. We've got a lot of really cool gear from them. Things like you would never expect. Like we've got Fred Schneider's suitcase that's got some of his personal effects in there. We've got Cindy Wilson and Kate Pearson's vanities. Really cool. It's got like the light bulbs and everything in the mirrors. We've got an REM signed tour jacket. We've got things from Widespread Panic. Drive By Truckers, Cracker. We've even got some of the original chairs from the Georgia Theater that survived the fire up for auction. So a lot of cool stuff, and all of it goes to benefit Nuci Space. So check that out if you're interested in any kind of Athens music history. I'm probably going to bid on at least something from the B-52, so I can say that I'm using some B-52's gear, even if it's just a mic stand. So beat me for that. Outbid me on that.
All right, we'll try. That's amazing. So what a great fundraiser connected to the Athens local music scene, which is so unique. Well, I can't thank you enough for all you do for our community, especially in Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, but all year long. So
Cool. Yeah,
please
thank you for
go
having me.
and check it out, nuci.org. That's nuci.org. We've also have a link to it on our website, which is elevate-wealth.com, and you can explore more ways to help. Thank you
Cool.
so much for your time today, Corey.
Hey, thanks, Betsy. If it's possible, can I plug our QPR trainings that are coming up real quick?
Absolutely.
So we do have QPR trainings coming up that are open to the community. Again, they are completely free. We have one coming up on September 28th at 11 o'clock. That one will be hosted at United Methodist Church, just a little bit up the street from Nuci Space. And then our quarter 4 QPR trainings that will be hosted here at Nuci Space, October 4th at 9 a.m., November 1st at 9 a.m., and then December 11th also at 9 a.m. So please sign up for those. Again, they are completely free. And that is just one way that we promote our mission of suicide prevention, is giving people those skills to intervene when they see the need.
That's wonderful. And can you tell everybody what QPR stands for and
Yes,
how it relates to what you all do?
sure. QPR, I always forget to say what it stands for because I do it so much. QPR stands for question, persuade, and refer. It is the 3 steps that somebody takes when they notice that a friend or a loved one is going through suicidal thoughts, or maybe contemplating suicide. So it's the steps that you take to intervene and get that person to the help that they need. Kind of the analogy we use is it's like CPR for mental health. It is designed for anybody to be able to use. Um, it's not just for mental health professionals. It's not for doctors. So just like CPR, you're not going to follow that person to the hospital and do surgery. QPR is the same way. You're just going to get that person to the help that they need when you see those signs that they need it.
Okay, that's wonderful to know that anybody can go through this training and have those resources.
Yep, it is very accessible.
Well, thank you again for your time and for all that you do. And we'll look
Yeah,
forward to sharing what you all have going on all month long.
cool. Thanks, Betsy, and thanks to Elevate Wealth and to Rob for everything. So
Well, we thank you too. Thanks and have a great day, Corey.
cool. Thank you, Betsy. Bye bye.
Bye.